At the present moment, I'm standing outside a 1 meter by 1 meter little hut space that I use generally during the day if I'm having a little problem with my narcolepsy and need to sleep, or at night when it's time to put myself down right. What people have asked me is, please show us the space, so I'll do you a little dandy of a tour of my small home as I walk home. I'm going to turn the computer on so you can see. As we step in, what you can see is my set of buckets that I have. One is for me and one is for my nuptials to come. But basically, as I stand inside, you will see that I'm going to sit down, and the first thing that you'll see is basically the kitchen. And in the kitchen, I am presently cooking a little pizza for me. It's actually my second pizza of the morning because I'm sort of hungry, and I got up late because I was working most of the morning in my office. As you see, I've got some of my whiteboards up that I utilize in the marketing of me and the marketing of indigency, and as we make the turn, you'll see a bed roll that I've laid down on some mattresses. It keeps me off the ground. It keeps me warmer because concrete can quite deplete the bodily fluids out of a human being. You'll see my pack in which I carry things. You'll see a few other signs in my storage unit, and openly over here you'll see I've set my coat down with the bag in which I keep things for me and a few people that I love. So that's it. That's the fast tour, the quick tour of my little abode, which I'll keep here until someone pisses all over me and pushes me out of here, as the police often like to do to people like me. But the difference between me and other people is technically I am a priest, and therefore I have the right to take the vows of priesthood, which come 3 most of the time with most priesthoods. But openly, one of those vows is poverty. It's not by choice. It's by the fact that someone decided to attack my life during a downturn in my life and the loss of my wife and my son. Those were significant others in my first party of relations under the law. And openly, of course, that sort of loss of heartfelt, soulful, debilitating loss would impact my performance and productivity. I did my best to survive and thrive on inheritance cash that I had from my late father's estate at the time, but openly it wasn't enough to survive. I had someone constantly stealing from my bank accounts, producing a second bank card on my account, which wasn't something I authorized to anyone unless it was a woman I love, and then I might be willing to say okay. But the truth is, generally speaking, what happens is someone from the bank does that, or someone from an apartment complex in maintenance does that. And openly, that's what happened to me.